somebody. And that's exactly what the Cowboys did. The first 2 weeks, the Cowboys allowed 464 rushing yards, 15 10-plus yard runs, 7 rushing touchdowns. That's the last 2 games. And why did they do it? I'm going to show you that first. Then I'm going to show you the corrections that they made. Watch this player. Damari Beyond Overshown was a dog last night, but this was week 2. Watch how he gets blocked, can't get off of the block, and Kamara scores right there. He's getting blocked. He doesn't use his hands to shut the block, and Alvin Kamara, he gets into the end zone. See, that was week 2, but then we discussed bringing your hard hat to work versus the New York Giants, and what I want y'all to see is the engagement that he makes this week. Here's what I want y'all to see. Watch the same lineman try to come up there and block him. He's going to engage, he's going to disengage, and bam, he's going to go out there and make a tackle. So can you improve from week to week? That is the question that we have to ask. Remember, against the Saints, he's getting blocked. He was the nail, not the hammer. But against the Giants, he turned into the hammer and not the nail. Butt, press, disengage, get off the block, run, make a tackle, and deliver a violent tackle with force. So when I'm talking in a post-game meeting about the growth the Cowboys needed to make, look no further than number 13. Look at him in week 2. Again, he's coming off an ACL injury. He's not shedding a block. But by week 4, now you're taking on a lineman, disengaging from a lineman, making an aggressive tackle. That was the improvement. That was one of the concerns I needed to see him put to rest. He did that. Let me head to the desk because that was just one.
That was nice, bro.
Of many concerns. Thank you, my brother. But the Cowboys got a lot of concerns, Shady.
No, 13 good.
A lot of concerns. 13 a bad man.
When the players get sideline, so you can see the speed, the difference, right? Closing, covering, everything. He's nice.
He a bad man.
Texas boy?
Yeah, Texas boy. You already know what it is.
You didn't say that to start the show. Why not?
I said it online. You know what I mean? I didn't want to show my bias. I don't want to show my bias. Anyway, 2-5. Cowboys got a lot of concerns. I just show one. Don't get it twisted. I just show one. They have a lot. Have they put all the concerns to rest?
Not at all. I mean, to me, it's like the Giants ain't like the test, right? That's not the real test. Yeah. I think the Giants would be picking in the top 10 this year. We can all safely say that that might happen. The other thing is, every game won't be against Daniel Jones, right? Even though he looked really, really comfortable, what happens if you play a really good team with an even better line, with a better offensive wide receivers, and a better quarterback? That was a real battle right there. If you had money on this game, at the end of the game, you were still nervous until they sealed the game away. I'll say this, though. The years in the past, the Giants, I can see a 12-win type of team. Every year, I can see it. And they dominate in the regular season. Yeah. I didn't see that last night. So you talk about concerns, I'm still worried about the Cowboys. I don't know if they're still a good team like they used to be. Defense. Because even like that, like seeing Daniel Jones going up and down the field, that was alarming to me. Like, how's he doing, right? Yeah. The defensive coverage, I didn't even see no type of pressure. I'm used to seeing Micah in there all the time. DeMarcus Lawrence, before he got hurt, I didn't see him in there. Like, you stopped the run, I mean, but is the Giants really a running team? No. So all the questions I got to get answered. Another thing is rushing the ball, right? They ranked like 31st in rushing. Last night, I didn't even see them rushing the ball like that. You had CeeDee Lamb in the backfield. What are we talking about?
That's a good point.
Right?
That's a really good point.
He can't go out there and have 100 yards receiving, a whole bunch of targets, and then come in the backfield and get some carries. It don't work like that. It's the league. Yeah. So I got to see it, man, because if not, I don't see them winning 12 games. I see them winning like 8 or 9.
Yeah, when you have to get super creative on the offensive side of the ball, that means you're missing something. You know what I mean? That means you do not have a lot of weapons. And if you do not have a lot of weapons, I think that is going to catch up to you when you get into the playoffs. Unless you have a quarterback like Josh Allen to erase some of that stuff. With his legs, with his arm. I don't necessarily know that Dak Prescott is that guy. Offensively, they need to compete and get into the playoffs because they're used to getting into the playoffs. Whatever we want to say about them in the playoffs, they punch their ticket to get into the playoffs. I don't know if this Cowboys team, the way they are playing football right now and the way that they are built, are a playoff football team from 4 weeks, in my opinion, watching it. And y'all know how I feel about Coach Mike. I feel like Coach Mike don't get enough respect as a head coach. So y'all know but when I'm watching the Dallas Cowboys, if I'm really keeping it a buck, they struggle with other playmakers outside of CeeDee Lamb. Somebody's going to have to step up. And then defensively, your best player on the team is Micah Parsons, right? Another really good player is DeMarcus Lawrence. They ain't really sniffed the quarterback. They ain't really had no pressure. So we can't get pressure on the quarterback. We don't have enough playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. And when we play solid running teams, we can't stop the run. So I'm not really encouraged what I'm seeing with the Dallas Cowboys right now. I'm praying and hoping I do get encouraged because They can change my mind with this stretch of games they got coming
Exactly
up.
right.
With the Steelers, with the Niners, with the Lions.
Why are you praying for them to do well?
Because I'm a Coach Mike fan, man. I ride with Coach Mike. Yeah.
I don't think they put their concerns to rest. I think it's actually absurd to think that against the Giants, you can go out there and you don't have a run game, you don't have run defense, you struggle on the offensive side of the ball without one playmaker. You can't do that in one game because the Giants are 4-25 versus the Dallas Cowboys since 2017. 4-25. Okay, so like the Giants just don't even put up a fight against the Dallas Cowboys. Oh, the Giants are 4-25 versus Dallas and Philly.
There we go.
Okay, but like those are the best two divisions, the two teams in that division, right? So I think that look, the Giants had 26 rushing yards, but it's the Giants, right? Like I like their running back, he's fine, it's great, but they got to find a better run game alternative on that offensive side of the football because when you alluded to it, you're putting CeeDee Lamb in the backfield and running wide zone with CeeDee Lamb. Like, I think Zeke needs to get more involved. Rico Dowdle, like, where's Dalvin Cook in this whole conversation? You know what I mean?
And that's the problem. And I don't mind that. You know what I mean? Like, Coach Mike got creative and got his playmaker the ball. I don't mind that. I truly believe if it was another coach, we'd be like, did you see him draw that up? You don't know for real, though.
It didn't work,
have
though.
his receiver in the backfield and get 7 yards, whatever.
Like 9 yards.
Talking about Acho probably would be big board. How special Kyle Shanahan is right now. Put Brandon Ayuk in the backfield. We'll be talking about that. But at the end of the day, man, the Dallas Cowboys, they need a trade. They need to make a trade if they're going to compete.
Yeah.
What do they need to do?
Yeah, exactly.
Who do they need to trade for?
What trade?
They need a Devontae Adams. They need a DeAndre Hopkins. They need a legit number 2 receiver.
Not even 3. So Cooks.
Cooks has gotten worse with Dak. I'm not going to blame it on Cooks because I don't know what's going on, but Cooks dominated with every quarterback he played with in the National Football League. With Dak Prescott, he's nowhere to be found. I don't know if Dak don't trust him. I don't know if they ain't on the same page. I don't know if Coach Mike don't got him in the plan, but he's in the plan with every other quarterback. With Dak Prescott, he's not involved like that. He's not an impact player. So you got to find somebody that can create separation immediately because I believe that's who helps Dak Prescott. Receivers that create separation immediately, the Amari Coopers, the dudes like that. Dak needs those guys. So I would go get a Hopkins. You could throw an 80-20 ball to, or I'll go try to trade for a Devontae.
It's like Dak needs more all-pros, what he sounds like. But I'll say this, though. I think they need another weapon just because on the defensive side, I don't think the defense can hold up. Like, that struggle with the Giants. If they score some of them long drives they had instead of field goals, like, they're in trouble. And what happens when you play against the Eagles and all these other teams in the NFC? You want to need some points. You need some defense because they ain't playing no defense. So you need some offense. You need something. Because I don't know if Dak is just straight enough right now like he's talking about.
And here's a dilemma. James is saying the Cowboys need to trade for somebody. The Cowboys don't make in-season trades. And the Cowboys rarely make free agency acquisitions. Remember, when they acquired Stephon Gilmore last year, that was a huge deal.
Yeah.
We're like, whoa, the Cowboys really made a big-time splash. Cowboys don't acquire players in free agency. Remember, go back to 2018, 2019. Cowboys should trade for Earl Thomas. Then Cowboys should trade for Jamal Adams. Remember when Odell Beckham was on the trade market after he left Cleveland and went to the Rams, and the Rams won the Super Bowl, and Odell Beckham was a favorite to win the MVP Super Bowl after one quarter. Cowboys should trade for Odell Beckham. They didn't do that. Cowboys don't make in-season trades.
But my only thing with that is, even those past years, you had the dudes on the offensive side of the ball still. You know what I'm saying? Whether it was we going through Zeke, you know what I'm saying, and have a solid number 1 wide, but you had more playmakers. This year, when you're looking at your offense and you say, it's CeeDee Lamb.
Yeah.
But
That's all you saying.
yeah, I like the trade, but I think they got to get a running back. I don't know what running back 2 is out there or anything like that. Like, they had the chance to sign Derrick Henry. They didn't do it. We all can say for sure that they have still concerning issues in that building in Dallas after this game, right?
1,000%.
It's not even close, right?
1,000%.
Okay, so let's just fast forward because I do like to look forward to their schedule. Okay, they play at the Steelers, not an easy game versus that defense. No. They play versus the Lions. The Lions are getting rolling. Then they have a bye to rest their injured guys. Diggs, Lawrence, and Micah Parsons all went out of the game last night. And then they got the 49ers on the road. They're getting smoked by the 49ers. I'm sorry. Kyle Shanahan has Dak Prescott's number. At the Falcons, Shady's Eagles, then the Texans. Like, they might not even get to 8 wins. 9 wins. Forget about 12, which they've done in the last couple of years. So I think that's what's more concerning to me is you still have major issues rushing the football and stopping the run. And then you face these teams. The Lions are going to pound the rock. The 49ers pound the rock. Falcons with that scheme, run the football. That's what's most concerning to me is when you look forward, it's not any easy.
I just don't know if the Cowboys have enough. That's my problem.
That's
It's
my question.
Yeah, the Cowboys just don't have enough.
But they have 8 All-Pros.
Yeah, but if two
to Shady's point.
of them are kickers, so you know what
Hold
I
up,
mean?
man.
Like,
Hold up.
Aubrey's,
And I don't even rock with kickers like that, but Aubrey, that kid Aubrey, he got like a
weapon.
He's like a real person. Like,
no doubt about it.
he's like a real player.
Rocking with kickers now?
Hey,
I mean, but that dude,
he's nice.
special.
I don't rock with kickers, but Justin Tucker is like,
He's a unit.
real player. We really gonna talk to him. Hey, how you doing? How's your day today? What's going on? Okay. Is Aubrey, dude? Yo, how you doing, bro? You cool?
Yes.
Bucker for the Chiefs. Yo, you ate breakfast? Okay, cool.
Top 3
cool.
kickers.
How's the wife? How's the kids?
Shady's top 3
These other dudes, though, you don't really talk about kickers, but Aubrey, you get to the 60 yards, they got you.
Yeah, that's well said.
It's crazy.
I just got a question. So, I know everybody like, man, Cowboys won, they killing the Cowboys. We ain't gonna give them a little credit for winning the division game? Because we do know division games.
I did on the. I was the only one on the first block that said it.
I mean, I think it's the
Watch
Chiefs.
that game.
Only the Chiefs and the Buffalo Bills, I believe, have more division wins since 2019 than the Cowboys.
So you're saying this is what the Cowboys
this is what the Cowboys do. I think the Cowboys are 19-7 in the division over the last 26 games. Andy, off camera, you can help me confirm that. But only the Chiefs own their division more, and the Buffalo Bills own their division more than the